welcome to my channel, NUBODI. I am Latriviette, and I will be doing a general reading for the collective audience today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber to my channel, welcome back. Thank you for your support. Alright, let me just drop my disclaimer before we get started. Just want to remind people that any of the messages that flow through me that discuss health and wellness, physical health, mental health, well-being, all the health, just know that it's the energy that I am picking up on. I do not diagnose, I do not prescribe, I do not cure, and I do not treat patients. So if you feel triggered or resonate with my message in a negative way, please reach out to your licensed medical professionals. Okay, take responsibility for your own actions. The same for any messages that come through me that discuss crime and violence. Just know that it is the energy that I am picking up on. I am not a legal professional, so reach out to your local PD or your legal team. Alright, so I'm going to be ringing my singing bowl now. Singing bowl clears the energy, raises vibration, allows me to get clear and accurate messages so that I can give to you. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's get to it. What are we starting with? Alright, let's see what's going on in the energy. About to use Street Poets Melanin Kipper. Hope everyone's having a great Monday. Happy Monday. It is Leo season. So if you have Leo anywhere in your chart, check out my little post I did in my community tab. Check out the community tabs anyway. I post a lot of gems in there about crystals, about essential oils, about healing, holistic health and wellness, as well as my other services that I provide and my products. I have a product line of organic and natural hair care, skin care, and cosmetics for men and women. So do view those. Alright, first card out. Fatality in reverse. So fatality in reverse says to me that someone escaped death. If someone was supposed to be unalive, they are not. Illness. So if someone was supposed to be sick, ill, being treated, they're not in poor health at all. Maybe there was an illness sent or an illness that was supposed to unalive someone. Card number 19. Someone could be born in 91. Someone could be born September 1st, January 9th, March 1st, or January 3rd. Living room. So something was discussed or happened in the living room. Living room is considered like a private area, intimate, comfortable area. So someone discussed an illness that was supposed to unalive someone. Or someone in the living room, some people in the living room was discussing what they thought was an illness that should have unalived someone. Someone with high honors. Someone with the high honors is in the living room discussing the illness that should have unalived someone. But there is no illness, and there's no unaliving. What's going on? Someone in high honors, that is someone who's respected in the community. Could be a judge, could be a military person, could be a police officer, firefighter. Someone with titles, high society, someone who may have a lot of awards and recognition for their achievements of success. Card number 25, someone could be 25, someone could be 52. Someone could be 21. 34. So someone worked really hard with this illness. They could have worked really hard to create an illness or have someone get ill that would have allowed them. Is this how we start off? Alright. So let's get the archetypes out. See what's going on and who's who and what's what. Archetypes usually talk about people. Says helps determine which archetypes are most active in the psyche. In this case, we're gonna see who's in business. What's going on? Who is in the business? So first card out, first card out is prostitute. Okay? Prostitute talks about accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. So someone who does things for money take it as it resonates. It's prostitute. In the shadow attribute, prostitute says places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. In the light attribute, which is the right side up, talks about someone trying to do things on a legitimate side that doesn't compromise their goals and values. They're still doing something for money. Okay. That just clear. Virgin. So Virgin talks about maintaining symbolic purity of the heart and spirit. So this could actually be you, collective. This could actually be you. You know, people don't like to hear this, but prostitute sells his or her body for money. And this attribute, this is looking at someone just selling stuff for survival, for money, but not necessarily their body. Okay? This is talking about Virgin, someone who has a pure heart and a spirit. So when I look at the prostitute card and I look at the Virgin card, I'm looking at someone in the collective who is making their living, barely surviving. They have a pure heart. They're not doing anything to hurt anyone. Minding their business. I feel like someone who is of high honor tried to sully a person's name. And instead of saying this person works hard for their money, they're doing what they need to do to survive and take care of their family, someone is twisting the words or using wordplay to say this person or a person in the collective is doing illegal things or disrespectful things to get money, when they know this person has a pure heart, when they know this person is pure of spirit. They're doing this to a person of pure heart and spirit. I think someone tried to cause this person to get an illness that would have unalived them. That's the discussion in the living room that they worked really hard at doing. That is their profession. Maybe they hired someone to do that. Let's keep going. Let's see what's going on. So we have companion. Companions in the reverse. Companion in the reverse talks about betrayal by misusing confidences. Loss of personal identity. Someone tried to betray someone. Someone betrayed someone by possibly either giving them an illness that would unalive them, or trying to make them ill that would unalive them. Either way. Someone's lost their identity. Someone worked really hard to do this, so much so that they forgot who they were. Someone betrayed a person in the collective so hard that they forgot who they were and what they were doing. Who they were, what they were doing, what their other purpose in life was, you know. Maybe this person's not eating well. Maybe this person's not sleeping well because they're so focused on destroying you that they're destroying themselves because, well, that's what happens. Child wounded. Child wounded is in the reverse. Child wounded talks about blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds. Resists moving on through forgiveness. This person that betrayed another may have some mental health issues. Keep in mind, I'm not a licensed medical professional. It's just the energy that I am picking up on. It's in the cards. Again, this person worked so hard to betray another person to the point of unaliving them. They lost who they were, lost identity. Loss of personal identity. Betrayal by misusing confidences. This person who betrayed someone in the collective befriended someone in the collective. This was somebody you knew. Someone you probably respected and held in high honor. Who blamed you for their childhood wounds. If you walked away from this person in a relationship, or you cut them off, you blocked them, you ghosted them, they blamed you. Said you were the problem. That they walked away from you, probably. Excuse me. Networker. Networker is in the reverse. Networker talks about conveys information only for personal gain. Spread falsehood. Spreads fear and falsehood. That's lies. They told lies about you. Again, and I said that at the beginning, where this prostitute card and the light attribute kind of explains that someone is selling stuff just to make ends meet. It doesn't say that they're selling their body. It says they're selling stuff. You could buy clay pots from Amazon, put some design on them, and then sell them on eBay, and people will buy them. That's selling something. It's not necessarily a job. Some people make a very lucrative profession out of doing that. Buying stuff from Dollar Tree for $1, repurposing it, and then selling it on eBay. Anywho, someone lied about what you do for your profession. And that's what that is saying. I knew we was going to get the who, what, where, and when. Ow. Darn it. Chipped the nail. So anywho, let's get into it. Let's see what else is going on. Haven't used these in a while. The Zodiac Oracle. First card out is Tandem. Tandem Bicycle. It's got the card number 2 on there. 2 is about partnerships. That's Aries. Is that Aries? That's Taurus energy. Tandem talks about alliance, duos, partnership, unison, collaboration. So let's see where this is going. Handcuffs. Handcuffs is card number 4. Scorpio energy. Handcuffs talks about being held back, suppressed, detained by force. Let's get some more information before I read the whole line. But it feels like could be a Scorpio trying to hold back a Taurus, or a Taurus being held back by a Scorpio. Take it as it resonates. Card number 4 talks about structure and stability. So there could be a Taurus trying to hold back the stability of a Scorpio, or a Scorpio trying to hold back the structure and stability of a Taurus. Olive branch. Again, card number 2, partnerships, unions, Virgo energy. Olive branch talks about surrender, truce. So there's somebody in this connection wants to surrender, wants the truth. Someone that might have held back another in a relationship, they don't want to do that anymore. Emeralds. Again, Taurus energy. A lot of earth energy today. Card number 1. Emerald talks about healing, fertility, eternity, humility, sexuality, growth, strong relationship, mature love. So if we're looking at the signs of it all, strong sign is Taurus right now. You have a Scorpio and you have a Virgo. Okay? So someone, let me get another 1 or 2, and then we'll, Jack and Diane. Someone has a broken heart. It's card number 3. 3 can represent groups. It could represent a third party. Gemini energy. Jack and Diane talks about heartbreak, interference, sorrow, and grief, sadness, regret. Let me get one more. One more. Yacht. Also, it's card number 5. Talks about change. Alright. Yacht talks about prosperity, comfort, wealth. Alright, so I see where this is going. Well, I see where it went. Okay. Also have Gemini energy out. You have Gemini twice. You have Taurus twice. You have Virgo and Scorpio. So the energy that I'm getting from this line here talks about someone who is trying to hold you back in a relationship, collective. Somebody didn't want you to move forward, wanted to have control, wanted to really apply force to control you. Again, I said someone tried an illness, tried to give you illness, tried to make you ill, that would have unalived you. Okay? They won't throw in the towel now. They see that you are still alive and kicking. They want to have a strong relationship with you. Fertility is about birthing. Birthing another human, birthing an idea, birthing a project. They want to have mature love with you now. After they try to get you sick and unalive you. They are heartbroken. They feel regret. Is the regret because you are still alive and kicking? They want to travel with you. They want a life with you now. That's crazy. What's wrong with these people? I'm going to use another deck. What are we using? Let's get to tarot. This is the Fairy Tarot. At the bottom of the deck is renewal. Renewal talks about reviewing the past, understanding your life's purpose. So not only did you not get ill, you weren't unalive, someone's taking the time out to look at who you are. They see that you are a hard worker with this prostitute card in the upright. Prostitute card referring to someone who is just trying to make ends meet and survive. They're looking at you with this Virgin card, seeing that you are pure of heart, pure of spirit. And they're like reviewing things from the past and, oh, okay, this person, you know, maybe I was a little bit hasty with trying to unalive them with an illness. I think I love this person. I think I want to be with this person. So someone now is thinking of the past and the actions that they've taken, not really claiming them, the lies that they've spread. And say, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Now they're feeling heartbroken because you have moved on. You have leveled up. And you're not looking back. We have Three of Autumn. Three of Autumn talks about following your passion when it comes to your career. It says be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. So maybe this person is seeing that when they called you a prostitute and spread lies about you, they found out, you know, that others like what you do. Because you are not the prostitute that they said that you were or that you are. But you're actually a hardworking person just trying to take care of you and your family. The Hermit. It says, find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. A commitment to your spiritual growth. So someone's going into hermit mode. This person could be going into hermit mode. You could be going into hermit mode. Trying to figure out your next moves. They could be going into hermit mode and rethinking things about how they see that whatever you're doing for work is leveling you up, and now they want to be a part of that. But you could be going into hermit mode, working on your spirit. Prince of Autumn. Prince of Autumn is the dependable, protective. He's chivalrous, humorous. Says cautious, but wise action. Meticulous attention to details. Kindness to others. So Prince is usually like a young person. Take it as it resonates. It could be a young man coming into your life. Says caution, but wise action. Someone could be studying something, looking at the details of something really close. Says somebody is compensating you for your creative endeavors. If you're getting a contract, be sure to look at the contract. Look at the contract again. And then get somebody else to look at the contract. It says meticulous attention to detail. Pay attention to what they're asking of you. How much they're paying you. Know your worth. Seven of Summer. Seven of Summer talks about taking action. It says no more time for procrastinating. The power comes from making a decision. So if someone's coming through to compensate you on your creative endeavors, your creative talents, your projects, might be a timeline. Don't allow anyone to rush you, but do not procrastinate on getting back to them. It says confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. You might be offered a lot for your talents. You could be asked to travel. You could be asked to do this and do that. Don't let anyone confuse you. If you don't understand something, ask questions. Get a lawyer. There's legal aid. That's supposed to be volunteer lawyers to help you look at could help you look at documents. They can look at documents for you. I believe prepaid legal is now Legal Zoom. I think you pay like $15 to $20 a month, and they will look at documents for you. That's like having a retainer on lawyer. A lawyer on retainer. Y'all know what I meant. Says confusion that arises for over analyzing options. Yeah, don't do that. If you don't understand something, have someone legal to look at your documents. Don't get too excited that someone's offering you something as well, that you just signing away stuff and giving your creative talents, your creative endeavors, your projects away for free. Don't do that. Ace of Winter. Ace of Winter talks about don't be deterred by challenges along the way. Didn't I just say that? Ace of Winter. This could be happening in the winter time. Says it's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Ask questions. I'm a big music fan. I love listening to the artists tell their stories of how they got started, and those types of shows. Like I think it's Unsung. There was another show, I forget who did it. It was on Netflix during the pandemic, but VH1 used to have a show, and I loved watching those because it always featured artists that you want to know their backgrounds and things like that. And a lot of the artists at the beginning, and I'm talking about my 90s artists, an 80s artist who got screwed over by the record label. And I forget who it was. I feel like, oh man, I know it was like an 80s, 90s rapper. And he said he didn't even look at the documents. He didn't even look at the contracts. He just signed. Who does that? He said he didn't look at the contract. He didn't have a lawyer with him. And they just signed. He signed. He's not the only one. There were a couple of artists who talked about they had lawyers with them. They didn't ask the lawyers any questions, and the lawyers didn't tell them anything different. The lawyers didn't say, hold on. Let's go back here and discuss this. So they allowed the artist to sign their life away. And for one, I believe he had a 10-year deal. The money in the years, the money in the albums didn't add up. Anyways, that's the situation I'm talking about when it says confusion that arises from overanalyzing options. Don't be deterred by the challenges along the way. That could be a challenge for you, not understanding the legal jargon. What is it? Jargon, the legal jargon of the document, of the contract. Don't be so excited to get out of how you're hustling to get into something else that's far worse than what you were doing. It says amazing new ideas that should be implemented. You have some amazing ideas. You have some amazing projects. Amazing talent. Don't get screwed. The Sun. The Sun talks about plans that work out perfectly. Amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations. My bad. Gratitude for the blessings of life. Everything will work out well for you if you ask for help. You can tap in and ask your spiritual guides to send you in people who are going to have your best interests at heart. Some of these record labels, and I'm not just picking on the record labels, but that was just something that was a subject that I was familiar with it because I used to watch those types of shows all the time. I used to watch the artists talk about how they got screwed, so I'm pretty familiar with that. In addition, I used to work for a woman who was very good at negotiating. I learned a lot from her. Give thanks for your blessings. It's about to come in, if it hasn't already. All right, let's get one or two more cards, and we are out. It says awakening. I believe this is like the hangman, seeing how he's upside down. Awakening. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action. So it is the hangman. Quiet before the storm. Just a little pause. This little pause gives you time to regroup, reconnect, recharge. Okay? Embrace your uniqueness. Don't be afraid to be different. Four of Autumn. Four of Autumn talks about managing your resources wisely. It says achieve a balance in how you spend and save your money. Help out those who are less fortunate. Four of Autumn. So I believe Four of Autumn might be the Four of Pentacles. When you get this new contract or this new partnership, you might want to get an accountant, CPA, somebody like that, financial advisor to help you budget your money that's coming in. Again, CPAs and accountants, they help you to look over the contracts as well, so that you can say, am I getting the money, the best money for my skills here? But also, the money that you're getting in, you also want to, you don't want to spend everything. You know, you may want a new place to live, a new car, maybe some new clothes. You know, get the essentials if you don't have those things, or if you need to upgrade on those things. And then invest. You want that money to grow. You want to be able to have something so that when you're sitting in your golden years, or whenever you decide to retire, you have that money to retire. You can't do that if you're spending everything. And again, not to keep picking on the music industry, but you know, there was a lot of young folks who got new contracts, and they're buying these top luxury cars. They didn't even have an apartment to stay in. They didn't even have a house, you know. Or they had luxury cars, like top luxury cars, and they were living in apartments. You know, so things like that, you know, make it make sense. You want it to make sense for you, but you also want it to make sense. All right, last one. Three of Summer. Three of Summer talks about news worth celebrating. You're about to level up, you know, and it's probably been a long time coming for you, so you need to celebrate. Again, celebrating doesn't mean if you get 100,000, say that's your signing bonus, and then you blow it. Now you're still back where you were before. It is time to celebrate, though. It says announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births. Celebrating with friends and family. Love that for you. We're gonna end on that note. Always like to end on a good note. Let's have an angel message. 777. What? How often does that happen? 777. Says face your fear. Trust the divine. Your angels are asking you to release the fear of the unknown, to trust the universe, and give up your control of what's going to happen next. We never know what's going to happen next. Even readers, I can tell you that you're about to get a contract, you're about to get a partnership. I don't know when that's coming. I can say it's coming tomorrow. I can say next week. But there's also other variables, like the butterfly effect, that may change that. And you're going to say, Latrivia, well, you said next week, tomorrow, next month. No, I did not. Your angels are telling you not to fear the future, but rather to embrace it with faith that it's all in your best interest. It is perfect in the design, brought to you by your most trusted guardian angels. So, bottom line, everything's going to work. But I want to get something else, because I know 777 to mean something, something else, something more. So, and there you go. Check out my community tab. My community tab, I did post angel numbers, and 777 is one of those. So please reach out to the tab and see what it says. Because numbers have multiple meanings. 777 can symbolize spiritual growth, good luck, and fulfilled dreams. It can also be a sign to slow down. You did have the hangman with telling you to take a pause. Woosah. 777 is also about introspection. 7 is about reflection and introspection. So like the hermit, I think the hermit was here. Ha! The hermit. Take a step back. Pause. So 777 points to the potential of you heading in a new direction in your life. If this is a contract, if this resonates with you and you're getting a contract, a partnership, an agreement, or whatever, this is going to change your life. So you might want to pause and think about where you want to be when you receive this. What it would feel like. What it would be like. Where are you going to move to? How are you going to look? How are you going to present yourself? Alright, so I think that's all. That is your message, and I thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.